And so, welcome back again. I am excited to do some of the things today. I am pivoting again from the storage system because I've had some fun building ideas. I keep switching between different projects that I want to do. Some of them are massive and some of them are a bit small. I did have this one idea, but it was just too big and complicated. So I decided to start something that is a bit more modular and I think pretty fun. Something that might give the whole area a much more depth. I always like it when the land has a sort of story behind it. And I have a sort of a strange story building over here. I really like the factory that I made here, the fish factory. And I like that it sort of over there, it makes the factory kind of looks like it's encroaching on the farmland a little bit. The farm is very rustic and cute, and that factory is just on the horizon, old and rusted. Now this is the village that I got all of my villages from, and it has been just where I guess my spare villages are, a bit free range, but I also thought it could be spot to put my new part of the story in a way. So my idea is that because the factory looks like it's encroaching on the farmland, it seems almost like industrial civilization trying to move in on the rural life that this farmer lives. But it looks like it didn't work and it's gone out of business. And that's why it's all run down and rustic. But clearly this industry had to come from somewhere. So I wanted to have a civilization a little bit further away from the farm and everything. But not so far away that I can't get to it. So I want to put here a city, sort of, or a very large town. Somewhere just basically a place that's right in the midst of their sort of industrial revolution. I want it to look like a city that's all about progress and machinery. I do have a slight hesitation about building it here because my villages are here, but I do have a house or a dungeon full of villages over that way, so hopefully that's fine. I could build further here, so honestly the plan is to expand so it goes into the city. I mean, honestly, over here is not a bad idea. It does mean slightly, unfortunately, that most of these houses are gonna have to go. Which means for now, I might just, sorry, dude. You can live down there. Whoa. I was with a tone. Oh. Hi. Can you just get in a hole? Everyone get in the hole, I guess. You're a nitwit, so I don't really care what happens to you. But for now, just gonna have to start doing a little dismantling. Okay, I've grabbed a bunch of really random stuff. I have no rhyme or reason for everything that I've grabbed. I just kind of went, oh, that's a block palette, sure. And I thought I would just kind of improvise the first building, maybe. I don't really have a spot to put it, so we can go right here. Okay, that looks really bad, but I'm just gonna pretend that this is just the shape for now. Okay, I kind of did a lot of it all at once. Really fast. I was really experimenting with shapes. And I got a little bit wacky with it, which means it doesn't quite match. But I'm honestly just having fun with it. I've got my sort of Tudor style house a little bit with the white and the brown. I have my very grey, dark, muddy house, which is inspired by these are the things I have in my inventory at the time. I have my I want to do something in bright colours, and a fairly modern looking building in pretty ugly colours. It's been interesting trying to have something unique in each part, especially since I like going fairly detailed with everything. This tree is slightly in the way from looking at stuff. I can't bring myself to tear it down because the look of it between the two bells, it does give me town centre vibes, which I really like, and it does give me sort of inspiration for having something here, but it probably won't go here. It'll probably go further back somewhere so that's not directly in the way. I've brought pretty much all of my stuff over here for this. They're obviously all facades at the moment. Very strange looking. Hello? They're all pretty strange looking from behind. But my idea is that the road would come down here and you can continue on up the mountain or up the city streets here. And this would be also just one of the main roads. I would want buildings on this side as well. And then down here there is the docklands, the dockyards. Have some big sheds with some old boats heading out. I think I'm still not quite sure what century this is sort of based in. Nothing matches. I'm just having fun. At some point, I have no idea when, I lost my pants. And I have died a few times. But I don't remember my pants going missing. I'm pretty sure I picked them up the last time I died, but, you can see my tunic. I need to get a replacement, and I did think that an enchantment I've never actually had before is, Swift Sneak, which I'm fairly sure you can only get from the Underdark cities, and I haven't found one in this world, so I thought that would be really fun. The problem, of course, being that I have to find said city. So, I'm going to temporarily leave this city behind, but I'll leave them there for now, as I am going to go on a search for the Underdark city. Now, this might be preemptive, but I'm going to bring all this wool with me, just in case I do stumble upon a city and I don't want to come back here to get the stuff for it. It's probably not even enough, honestly. I'm gonna go this way and hopefully I can find a mountain. So I'm pretty sure that those cities, the Underdark cities, will most likely spawn under mountains and under high altitude. Maybe? Yeah. Well, that's high altitude. Does that count? I get such strange generation in this world. Everything spawns in these really high clumps. Oh my gosh. Look at all this. Whoa. That is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Yes. Finally. To check so many mountains. And I kept finding just nothing. Ooh. Oh, finally. I think this is like the 4th mountain I've dug under. Okay. Here we go. And he's already awake. Where is he? Oh, it's so dark. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. That was fast. I'm gonna die again. This is not going well. There we go. I'm just gonna run for it. Ah. And I'm falling. I think that's the sound of him going away. Look at this whole place. It's so cool. Oh, now this is an ancient city. So eerie. The skull. Oh, I love it. I think skeletons have the silliest faces. There's another one. Oh. Some new pants. That's not good. The new pants have doomed me. Fortune and Swift Sneak. Perfect. Now let's get greedy and check this chest. How did that work? There's another one. Oh. I'm just grabbing it and running. Because I don't get it. I look like a skeleton in overalls. Just chilling in the bed and say. Perfect. Oh, yes! The best music disc. Oh, some more pants. Oh, I've actually put it on a maze this time. Another news, I've run out of wool. Oh my gosh. Now this is pretty cool. This is gonna go poorly. Yep. And again. I'm just gonna keep going this way. And I run this way now. Well. Oh my goodness. How did that work? Oh my goodness. Oh my. That went all sorts of wrong. And there's another one. There we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so nice. I'm so speedy. Okay, I've put everything away into their respective spots. Last thing I have to do is listen to this. Okay, I did a slight fix on this building, which I like a little bit better. Probably want to add a little doodad here or there, a few more decorations, but I think this gradient is a little less abrasive on the eyes. And I do think it fits in slightly more with these buildings, maybe just because it looks a little bit more wooden based. I wish I had more time to actually put in the behinds of the building. Because at the moment they look very strange, but unfortunately this is probably all I have time to do. So the next steps in this the city I think would be making a road that's more cohesive, probably moving this so that I know where the sort of plan is. Maybe building this into more of an actual building. And then I can start adding some more on. Of course, this is all purely for decoration. If I had thought of this earlier, there would have chanced that I might have actually left the villagers here. Because then they could have each been in their own building, it would have been cute. Might be something else I can think of though. But anyway, it was kind of fun from this angle. It's been very fun building them. I'm probably going to do a lot more details and things in the meantime. So anyway. Oh! Horse. And with the horse, goodbye.